Is my idea for a company name good enough? Well, here's my company name, Kid Can Talk English. And I've had several people come to me in our group saying, hey, the grammar's wrong here. It should be Kids Can Speak English. But from a marketing standpoint, what do you think sounds better if you put yourself in that zone? Kid Can Talk English or Kids Can Speak English? It's a little long, and Kid Can Talk. The shortened form of the company name just sounds a lot better. So sometimes you can get good advice from other teachers. However, it's normally best to survey your target market or at least audience when it comes to things like this. Proper grammar isn't as applicable when it comes to marketing. And since I have an online English teaching service, when people hear or read the company name, I want them to think that I am an English teacher, right? Who works on the internet and gives lessons. So if you can't work the keyword English into your company name, if you teach English online, and you probably do, then you can always have the word English in your slogan or unique selling proposition, tagline, whatever you want to call it. But make it short and sweet, and that company name needs to mean something to you. It needs to be special. You just need to feel great about it, an awesome vibe, because you're going to be talking about it, writing about it. This is a part of you. It's your business. And as long as it also sounds great to your target market, your target audience, they're going to resonate towards it. Yeah. Make it short and sweet. Does the name of my business need to be the same as its domain name? The answer to that question is, in fact, no. However, in most cases, I think it should be very similar, containing at least most of the terms that are found within the company name. Take my company name, Kid Can Talk English. Well, I acquired kidcantalk.com. All right. And you still know it's Kid Can Talk English. That's the main thing. But the shorter the domain name, the better, really. If the domain that matches your company domain is taken, you've used a tool such as this, you'll find, another option. Always get the .com, no matter how many other choices there are. I'd rather have a .com with a hyphen between a few of the letters, for instance, in my domain, versus having, say, a .biz, .info, one of the other options, like a .ca. But no, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. If you can get the domain to be exactly the same as the company name, then great. Should my company have a slogan? Well, this is a new website company of mine, and it has a slogan. Digital Nomadic Bucks is its name, and the slogan is actually pretty direct. Multi-directional online barter exchange. That's basically what it is. And I felt the need to make that clear to everybody. Otherwise, if you hear Digital Nomadic Bucks, and you're like, what's this? You see the logo. I don't really understand. Is this crypto or something like that? And in fact, it has nothing to do with cryptocurrency. The website has its own digital trade dollars, right? And that is the DNB. But yes, in regards to this business of mine, I definitely wanted a slogan. And I really think company names should have a slogan or a unique selling proposition, a tagline, whatever you want to call it. But it's something that better describes what the company does. It can create more excitement. It can be catchy to make certain that people understand what the company is about, right? To get them excited about the objective that the company is going to help them to realize. Yes, you should have a slogan. Do you absolutely need one? No, you don't. But I think it's wise, definitely, to have a slogan for your company. Do I really need a website for my business? Well, no, you don't. You don't. But why wouldn't you want one? Most of your upcoming prospects will most likely have checked out other language teacher websites, right? And it just gives you that much more credibility. I think people pretty much expect it now. Why wouldn't you want one? Geez, my clients, my proteges, my coaching thing, I think most of them are only paying around $5-6 US a month. Most of the time with these hosting companies, you pay yearly for the hosting package and yearly for the domain. But really, like you're looking at under $10 US a month. It's really not much. And, there's so many plugins that you can get for free, and there's reasonably priced freelancers that can help you put it together. There's a lot of know-how that goes into it. Well, that's part of the reason why I'm in business as a coach. But why not? It just gives you that much more credibility. There's so much you can do with a website. I use WordPress and Elementor as my builder, and there's just so many awesome features, and you can have so much fun with it and unleash your creativity to the max. So based on the fact that it really isn't that expensive at all, you just have to get it set up, and it's also a large part of your sales funnel. I wouldn't even think of not having a website. You take your business seriously, so it's definitely worth having a website. Where's the best place to go online for purchasing my web domain? Well, I use Lycosys. They're in Hong Kong, and that was important to me, of course, because I target Asia mainly for the one division of my company, the online English teaching side of it. However, maybe it's a different case for you. Yet they are dependable, reliable, and trustworthy, and that's most important. I think all hosting companies are quite similar in terms of what they charge for the yearly domain and, for the hosting. Yeah, I think very similar. So you just want to make sure they're speedy, they get back to your emails quick. Perhaps they'll even install WordPress for free, but they have to be dependable. What is the best website building tool that I can use? Well, this is another popular question, and if you're using WordPress as your content management system, then I definitely would go with Elementor. It's cutting edge. You'll need the free version, and then most likely you'll want Pro, but Pro is cheap. The basic Pro is only $49 US a year, beats paying $100 a month for ClickFunnels. Anyhow, hey, it works great for me. It works well for my clients. It just gives you so many possibilities in terms of different features that you can add to your website. That's definitely what I would go with. What are the most important images that I must create when starting my business? Well, the logo, yes. As well, you'll need a profile image, right, for your social media accounts, and as well a cover that will need to be in different dimensions. Rectangular most of the time for these social media accounts as well, yes. What is the winning mindset of the teacherpreneur in this regard, and what have they done? Welcome to High Q English. A client of mine, Hannah, she did a great job. High Q English. Well, obviously, she has an English teaching company. It's online. IQ, High Q. It's great, short and sweet, catchy, and her slogan, think and grow fluent, right? Think and grow rich, Napoleon Hill, I believe. Teacher Hannah. It's perfect. It's her own quote. And isn't that what students all want to do? Think and grow fluent. Bravo, Hannah.